sunlight, desert, crops, engine, favorite, adoption, weather, pound, illustrated, ocean, pilot, fame, precious, settlers, guarded, passenger, memorize, environment, adventure, invented, attend, protest, movement, biography, attention, capture, oxygen, tails, creature, obstacles, divorced, restrict, regression, registration, arrested, poison, material, but bulletin, giant, fluent, pioneers, pouch, sued, controlled, championships, possessions, moisture, memories, abolish, pyramids, emerge, temperature, humanity, insistent, irrigated, thrived, slavery, evaporate, classified, preserved, fashioned, curious.
Okay, Ben, who was Abraham Lincoln?
He was the president. I think he was the 14th.
That's it? Okay, what are the evils of slavery?
Prisoners, helping people.
Why did the Civil War fought? Why was the Civil War fought?
To give up slavery.
What were the results of the Civil War?
The U.S. Didn't want slavery, and the South did want slavery.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, since we're going to be reading a selection called Abraham Lincoln, what prediction do you have based on the concept questions I just asked you and your answering of them?
I don't really know.
What do you think the text might be about?
Abraham Lincoln and how he died. When Abraham Lincoln was 19 years old, he visited the city of New Orleans. He saw things he would never forget. He saw black people being sold in slave markets. They were chained together and treated like animals. Lincoln watched little children being sold to strangers and taken away from their parents. Lincoln was heartbroken, and these memories stayed with him for the rest of his life. Although slavery was allowed in many states of the Union, Lincoln believed that it was wrong and he was not afraid to say so. In 1858, Lincoln ran for the United States Senate against Stephen Douglas. There was much talk about slavery. Should the owning of slaves be allowed in new states that were just coming into the Union? Douglas said that the decision to own slaves was up to each individual person. Lincoln said that slavery must not be allowed to spread because it was wrong, but he knew that it would not be easy to end slavery in those states that had allowed it for so many years. Lincoln believed it was important to keep the United States strong. He felt that slavery weakened the country. In one speech he said, "The country could no last half slave and half free." He said, "A house divided against itself cannot stand." Lincoln lost the election to the Senate, but he became well known for his views. In 1860, he ran for president of the United States. The slave states opposed to oppose Lincoln as president. They did not want to abolish slavery. They threatened to leave the Union if Lincoln was elected. When he became president, the